Hey everyone! Want to thank you for clicking in and watching. I'm David with Plant Bar, and today we're going to be filling up this nice old tin. Yeah, so today we're going to be filling up this old muffin tin. Cake tin? So today we're going to be filling up this old tin with Echeverias and Crassulas. I've already got everything picked out, and we're going to also decorate it with some moss, and I've got some corkwood here I'm going to break up, and some other rocks and try to create a cool little space here. Alright, so when building this, I'm going to pick out my taller Echeverias and figure out which one has they're about the same, whichever has the most dirt. Setting this on the side here, it's going to come up a little bit, and that's what I want to have this look. I want to have, so normally we would have this below the space, but I want to have a little elevation to this. So I'm going to keep them the way they are. I'm going to depot them and then have it come down with the soil. So before we put anything in there, I want to put in some perlite and some activated charcoal in the bottom, because there are no holes in this. I'm not going to put any holes in it. Just going to build some drainage in the pot. Just going to sprinkle in some activated charcoal and some perlite. And that will help any moisture that's down in the bottom. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is depot. You can notice not a lot of roots or anything like that, so I'm going to keep the root ball the way it is. I'm not going to do anything with it. And I want these guys to be in the center. Place it like this. This Doris Taylor Echeveria. This one's very, very loose. Be very gentle getting it in there. Already lost some. Make sure I've got these centered. So what I want to do is play them like that so that they're not flat, right? So it's got at this angle. There. All right. Now we're going to be using some of our Cactus Mix Soil, and we've already mixed in a little bit of extra perlite in there. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I get this built the way I want it. So I'm going to take this back out because the root ball came apart a little bit. I want this to kind of angle. So I'm going to put a little more soil there to make it do what I want. Now we're talking. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right, you can notice they kind of teeter. So to fix that, once I get the other ones in there, it'll pinch all together and it'll look correct. So I have one more Echeveria, and what I was going to do is flank the two Crassulas on either side, and since this is like red here, I was going to flank this one over there and then fill this space with this one here, and then in between these guys was going to be this Echeveria. There's a key lime and chili Echeveria here. I'm going to put that right like that, so we get this cool. So if I spin this, you can see it's going to be like a little rosette. All right, now I'm going to fill, because these others have a lot less soil in them. I'm going to fill around the edges with some soil. Especially to get this to look right. Pop and pinch. Pinch. Nothing like playing in the dirt. check. So the ones down here on the sides, I want these to come back down, so I don't want it to be above that. So when I put this in there, basically gonna sit like that. All right, a little more soil. So the soil that we always use is for these with the succulents and the cactus is gonna be a Cactus Mix Soil. And what that's gonna be is it's 50% potting soil, and organic potting soil is what we use, and then 50% coarse sand. And that creates a perfect soil for cactus, and then we further mix it for the little terrariums and stuff with extra perlite, extra charcoal to make sure we don't overwater these guys. After doing this, I think that I want to reposition this, because I want this to have this look. So I'm gonna pop this guy in over here, and I'm gonna find another succulent to fit in that space there. All right, so this one's gonna go over here. Variegated crassula. This one's been stressed out pretty good. It's got a lot of red showing. So to keep that, we want to make sure that it gets bright light, and that'll keep it nice and red. And all these succulents I put together all require bright light. So I'm gonna need one more here. So here's where we get into getting this right, because we want to always do odd numbers, and that's what I've got right now. I've got 5 in there, and I don't want it to just be plants. I'm gonna put a little bit of wood in there, so we're gonna have a little space of wood. So what I'm gonna do is I've got some other sedum there that's real small, and I'm gonna break it up and use that. So let me grab that. All right, so I'm gonna use this. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna split it in half. I'm gonna put a little section there, and then the wood's gonna go between it. Use a sharp knife. So you good cut down the middle, and then you want to gently pull it apart because they will grow in together. Now I've got a little section there. Yeah. I'll do another section. Here. Okay, so now that I've got that done, I'm going to fill and pinch the rest of this. So when filling, we want to fill in all the gaps, but not over the top. So we got some gaps in here that I gotta fill. And then with the fuzzy guys, Want to be careful when you get the soil on them because it's difficult to get it off. So I'm just gonna finish checking all the gaps. So in between all these guys, make sure that I've got it all filled up. No air pockets. All the air pockets have been taken out. There's one in that corner. Little cleanup. This guy's doing. All right, so I got this corkwood here. Really hard to break, so I'm just gonna try to put some lines in it and then break it apart with my hand so it'll look natural. Whew. Finally. Oof, boy. So I'm just gonna, it's going to face this way for the most part. Could be either way, but I like the way it looks this way. And I'm just trying to fill some of these, fill these voids in with some wood. Okay, now I've got the wood in there. I do have a little bit of this moss. This is living preserved moss for this. These guys I want to tuck around the red. Okay, next, some preserved Spanish moss. And I'm going to put this here. I built this up for this. I'm gonna kind of let this hang over the side there. And I want a little more to hang over the side here. Last, I'm going to use some of our own, this is our own rock. This is our Arizona Sunset rock. Do some larger rock here. And all these decorations are available online on our As Seen on YouTube. We have all this stuff available. Smaller quantities. Just gonna finish it up with a little bit of small rock. A couple spots. I'm gonna double check my work. See if I like it so you could have this on a table anyway, and it's very cool. Final clean. All right, last we're going to water these guys, and with all of our succulent cactus arrangements that we make, we do not want a lot of water. So we use a little squeeze bottle, but you could use, you basically want to give 2 tablespoons per plant, only when it's dry. So it gets a little more difficult in arrangements like this. This particular arrangement, because of the plants I put in it, would require some bright light to maintain the look here, so needs to be in a very bright, indirect, lit up room, or a nice bright shade out on a protected patio, depending on where you're at. So, and when watering, never water, let's not water the tops of the rosettes. It's always just try to get it right into the plants themselves, into the soil, so that the plant will take up what it needs. Remember, we put the perlite and the activated charcoal down at the bottom. So as long as you're just doing judicious little tiny amounts and we're not dumping water in these guys, like that stuff should help us to not give these plants too much water. So a couple tablespoons per plant. Sedum can have it on it, but I would recommend definitely just try to get the water straight into the soil, right where the roots are, not everywhere, just where the roots are for each plant, and that's it. Not all over it, not trying to water everywhere. And so yeah, if you have like the little medicine dropper, it's the tablespoon medicine droppers, you just 1, 2, and you can be real exact with it. And it doesn't have to be exactly that, but what we're trying to do is limit the amounts of water because there is no hole in this, just makes it better. Less is always more when we're doing succulents and cactus arrangements. So I'm all finished here. I'm gonna spin this around so you can see it. And if you haven't already, hit that like button and also subscribe to our channel so you can see us do these arrangements for you. We'll have tips and other types of things for plants. Also, what I'd like to do is I want to give this arrangement away to one of our subscribers. So the rules of the contest are, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and then comment down below which one of these plants you like the best. And with that, we will take all that and do a digital drawing, and I will ship this to you. Now you got to be in the US because we got to be able to ship this to you. But I will ship that to you, and we will have the rules and the deadline and everything down in the details. Crystal will put that all down in there. We are grateful for our subscribers and the people that have been watching us and following our journey here at the Plant Bar, and we want to reward you and give you cool stuff. So like and subscribe our channel, enter into the contest, comment what you like best, which plant you like best in this arrangement. If you don't know the names, just put the fuzzy one or the little moss one, red one, the bright red one, and we'll help. My plant nerdness in me will help you tell you what's in there. Again, we want to thank everybody for watching. I'm David with the Plant Bar, and we'll see you on the next build.